doesn't this feel somewhat familiar to you? The feelings are, but sensorially speaking, none of the information I'm perceiving is. I think you need not to use either the sense of sight, smell, taste, sound, or touch when you're in here. So, is it the sixth sense everyone's talking about all the time? It's more like a combination of the five senses interacting with your body, activating certain chemical reactions in your brain. Your brain would then register all these chain reactions, analyze and then categorize them based on whether it likes the reactions or not, based on your life past experiences. The sixth sense everyone seems to be referring to is like a systematic way of looking at your five physical senses. In short, this is how you stay connected with yourself. Then I'm guessing this is how the normal state of the brain feels like. Are you sure this is normal? You know what? Considering the mental health state of the world right now, mental illness and disorders are actually common enough to be classified as normal, making this seems not so normal at all. How about now? Now this is more like it. Tell me what you see. Uncertainties. All the things you think you're not capable of ever pursuing. The limits of yourself according to your own beliefs. And what is limiting us from reaching these limits, do you think? Mental disorders. Yes. Your brain is one of a kind. There's nothing like it ever. But since God's flaws plotted the entirety of human history in mythology, it's no surprise that your brain is full of it too. Mental disorders are the results of these flaws interacting with the environmental conditions you develop in. And by flaws, I mean parts of your brain that were not quite averagely developed or even missing completely in some rare cases. But disorders can be treated though, right? Using the stuff like antidepressants, psychedelics, microdosing, or even meditation by itself. Does that mean there are ways for your brain to generate back its missing parts? Or boost the development of certain ones to create a more superior brain? Anything that stimulates your mind, no matter the purpose, is just a way for you to communicate with yourself better by focusing more energy on certain parts of your brain. Normally, we would only use 10% of our brain power, but these stimuli temporarily raise the power cap of making you welcoming more information into your head to process, making you smarter, making mental problems easier to be identified and dealt with, especially with guidance from someone specialized in treating mental illnesses. So, getting to know our own brain seems to be just as hard as trying to reach every single corner of the deepest, darkest of space, huh? That's when we need our own imagination to fill in all the blank, placing down pieces of material to complete our own grand unknown puzzle of life, making decisions and sacrifices to reach our own final destination. And this final destination is the limbo, where nothing has even few particles in a 1 cubic meter box, but only a few centimeters inwards, not galaxies away, where nothing is everything. Everything is within our own knowledge. Nothing will be needed to be listened to, and no information will ever be needed to be exchanged. But the more we know about anything, the more nothing we'll realize we know about it. The more curious we are about ourselves, the more impossible questions about our own identity we will come up with along the way. Questions that are so befuddling. The best we can do is to answer them ourselves according to our own beliefs, knowledge, or how you perceive the world around you. And the more of something you have, the more likely you are to lose it too. People went crazy trying to reach their own version of the limbo. When you're finally out there, in the middle of vast nothingness, your sanity wouldn't matter much anymore now, would it? There would be no point in continuing forwards or returning to where you started from either. Time will become irrelevant. Total static. Sounds nice. Thanks for making my existential crisis feel 10 times worse now than they were in the last episode. Existential crisis is just us reacting to the scale of what we think is possible according to our own beliefs compared to our worthless human vessel. Isn't that just so contradicting. We, as humanity, is one-of-a-kind species that never stop trying to perfect the art of matter. A one-of-a-kind species who has the potential of embarking the knowledge of entirety. And yet, still quite down sometimes. We don't even feel like rehydrating. Should we go drink something now? No. Just let everything do its thing. Give it all of our power. Remember to spare some for video games and occasionally eat fruits. Okay. Until we are nothing and also everything, but only briefly, until